about playing in this band is that I'm the youngest. And I always will.
Still got dues to pay. When I heard the calling, darkness was the night. And this old man that took my hand and it brought me to the light. Keep coming back.
Mike Zito and the Wheel is a very exciting project for me to be involved with. I've had the pleasure of working with some great bands over the years: Freddie King, Delbert, Bobby Bear, Vassar Clements, Tracy Nelson, Doyle Bramhall Sr. I've really been fortunate in my life to be able to kind of maneuver through and work with some of the people that are at the tops of their game. And I would put Mike and the Wheel right up there with them.
Hopeless in defeat.
I also love that in this band everybody's encouraged to be themselves and to bring their own personality to the table, musically and otherwise. But that's more rare than you think.
Working with the Wheel is an absolute pleasure. They are fabulous, world-class musicians, and everyone gets along really well. And I don't feel any limitations in my songwriting or in the music that I bring to the band. They can do just about anything.
The band is truly a pleasure to work with and was from the very beginning. When we rehearsed before the first tour for a couple of hours, and 30 seconds into the first tune, I got this really nice feeling, just relaxed, and thought this is just going to be a lot of fun. And it really has been. Musically, personally, we all get along, we all play together really well, and it's a pleasure.
Working with Mike and the band is professional and funny and liberative and comfortable and neurotic, inspired.
It's an incredible group of musicians. Everybody's very, the musicianship is stellar, to tell you the truth. We can play practically anything we really want to.
The best thing I learned from working with the Royal Southern Brotherhood is that you can be individually fantastic, but what you bring collectively together is so much bigger as a group than it possibly could be as an individual.
Cool. Good job, y'all. Thank you, David.
I think this might be my first.
Good job. Good job, Riley Zito.
Be sure and leave your name off. Yeah, sure. Leave your name off the record. Nicely done. I think what's different about this record is not only the different styles of music Mike can do, but the stories that he's telling in these songs are his real life stories. And if you listen to them, you can get a little background, a little insight of Mike's life and his life experiences. And I think that's makes the record very genuine.
This record, like other Mike Zito records, is full of some really good songs. And this time working with Trina Shoemaker gave us a little different perspective on things, and I think we all opened up, stepped out of just the straight ahead blues idiom a little bit. I think personally I bring another perspective. I'm more of a rock and roll thinker, and I love the Rolling Stones and that kind of stuff, and I try to bring that to the way I play, and I think that that's pretty evident on the record. It truly is a great album, and I think people are going to love it. It's not maybe what they expect, but it is rocking and really strong.
What I wanted to bring to this production was the possibility for it to have modernity and have that serve the songs. And I love Mike's songs. They were beautiful and they were authentic. And I particularly loved I Was Drunk, because that was heartbreaking. And I'm so happy with this record. I love it. I love this record.
When we did Gone to Texas, it was, to me, more of a straight-ahead blues and kind of Americana record with songs that were easy to come up with arrangements for and parts, and in more of a groove and almost a jam feel on some of them. It was just wide open, and we played them as we felt them, and it turned out very good and got great reviews and critical acclaim, and we've had a great time going out and playing that material, and still do. But the new record is more, I think it's more of a songwriter's record. There's more arrangement to it. There's more thought that went into the parts and the layering of different sounds. Working with Trina Shoemaker and David Farrell at Dockside. I just think it's the next logical step for Mike in his songwriting and for the band, The Wheel.
I've been down this old road before.
The biggest difference to me from Gone to Texas to Keep Coming Back is definitely the approach that we recorded it. That Gone to Texas was really more of kind of a live album, live blues album in the studio. Even though all the songs weren't blues, but it was kind of approached that way where the band set up, we played, and we captured that, which is great. And the other difference, that we took this album, we took time. We had Trina there. Trina Shoemaker was our producer, and I produced Gone to Texas and worked with our engineer, David Farrell. And this time around, we brought in Trina, and it was strictly for that purpose of we want someone that's going to bring something that's modern, something different set of ears, different idea, take a look at these songs, and a different approach. And we were pretty open to maybe tracking and cutting things one thing at a time and layering things and kind of seeing how they sounded. And I definitely came in with a little more arrangements and, song-oriented rather than just kind of jamming. Kind of went back to the drawing board. I wrote songs for the past 2 years, and, some songs longer than that I brought back in, and I just showed them to Trina. We picked the best songs that we thought would be the best group of tunes for this band to play, and then worked on the arrangements and the tunes, and just to bring something fresh to the band and give them an idea of, here, what can you do with this?
Gone to Texas was basically a live album for us. We had done a few shows together, but really it was still a fairly new band. In fact, I think it was the first time we played with Louis Stevens. So it was the band in a kind of a new form of the band, and we basically recorded it live off the floor as if we were playing a gig. And I think that worked really well. I think what was great about this record is that we had a couple of years of touring under our belt. We all knew each other. We all knew there was a comfort level, and we tried. We had opportunities to try a few things in the studio. We experimented a little bit, and we did some different kind of layering things with the drums. Having Trina there to produce was changed the dynamic of things a lot. In fact, that was probably the biggest change, was that we were able to, we had somebody with another point of view calling the shots. And I think it was a very positive addition.
Well, I think the main difference that I saw was that Gone to Texas record, which I'm extremely proud of, and I think we all are in the band. You know, it was our debut record as a band, as this band, and that record was cut pretty live, you know, in the studio. Kind of like being on the stage. I mean, we talked through some stuff before we recorded, but most of the dynamics and most of, you know, kind of arrangements, the subtleties were during performance in the studio. So it was that certainly was different compared to this new record. Trina Shoemaker, who produced the album, incredible producer, engineer. She worked really well with us in the studio, but you know, she let things happen as well, you know, because this is a band. It is a band effort, and I think she understood that and respected that, and it was really cool. It was a great experience, and I'm really looking forward to this, for people to hear this record.